Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter. So whether you're hitting us on or clicking us on Facebook or our website or on our YouTube channel, I really want to thank you a lot for taking the time. My goals for today are really twofold. First of which is to talk about the council workshop from just Monday night, from Monday the 18th. The council meets generally the first, third, and fifth Mondays in workshop, and the second and fourth Mondays in a regular council meeting. And so they had a lot of great stuff that they talked about at that meeting, and so I'm going to go through that. I also have some tidbits for you, some great information on lots of things going on in town. But first to the council workshop. Well, let me get that straight. There you go. You can see there the agenda, animal impounding contract, Western Edge Development, and upcoming council tour schedule. So I want to talk about each of those. But that first one, animal contract, we have a public-private partnership with Kind Vet and have had for many years. And so they do a lot of our animal impounding and work with us very, very, very closely on adoption of animals and lots of great things. Now that contract changes from time to time. Their costs go up. Our activity changes from time to time. And so we're really excited to maintain that partnership. Monday night was really just an opportunity for the council to think and talk more a little bit about that, and we'll be providing some additional information to them at the council meeting where hopefully they'll approve an ongoing contract with Kind Veterinary. It was probably about, I don't know, 17 years ago, maybe 16, maybe 18 years ago, when we did all of this stuff on our own and we didn't do a great job, and it's so wonderful to have partners at Kind to really help take care of those animals. We know that's important to us, and we really know that's important to you. And we really appreciate the folks that are foster parents for pets and adopt pets from there. We have a great relationship all the way around within our community, so we're happy about that. The second one was about the Western Edge Development. Now, I have to explain this or give you a little heads up. You know, the council often talks, well, they always talk about lots of issues. There are lots of things going on. And sometimes we kind of talk about them in bits and pieces. Some might say in silos. And so we talk about Gardner Road and nothing else around it, or we talk about city school cooperation and nothing else around it, or we talk about utilities in that area and nothing else around it. It's kind of nice to have a discussion, and I think important to have a discussion where kind of all those things are brought together, and so we can see how they kind of fit together, and the council can get an overall feel for all of the things that are going on, the number of process issues that they have to work through, and so that we can have a master plan for how it fits together. So I do want to show you this, and this was included in the packet as well, but this is kind of an aerial, well, it's a Google map of that area, and you can see I have pins on some of the most significant items that we talk about on a regular basis, but this needs to kind of be the precursor for this discussion, and the council talked about this for maybe a good 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour, about all the activity that's going on in that area. Lots of things going on in that area. So let me jump into one of the first ones, and I have a picture of it here. Let me flip my packet open. Again, you can get this packet on our website. This is the area of Gardner Road. So here's a color one for that, and you can kind of see it's very similar. Where this is Gardner Road over here, and up on the top here shows north, and this is the county road. Let me switch hands. This is County Road 5, or what some people know as or know of as the Fort Road. This shows the initial design concept for the improvement of Gardner Road. Now, we talked about this a little bit. We've been working with Oshawa Township, and they have been fantastic to work with, and working with them to receive some grant funding to make an improvement to the roadway. And as you can see, this is Jefferson here. This is Jefferson. And as you can see at the south end here, we're going to put a little curve in and make the west coming east. So from here, west going to the east to here, a stop condition into the future. Now you need to be aware that we're likely not to build this year. It's a possibility, but a small possibility. It is likely that this will be constructed in the 16 year. Now, we did get some grant funds, again, with Oshawa Township, about $215,000, $212,000. That is not going to pay the entire freight. We're going to have to come up with a little bit more money to make that go. I also want to mention that as you might recall here, this is County Road 5, or the Fort Road, and kind of up here, well, where my nose would be, is kind of where the new school is planned to be. And I'll talk about that in just a second. You got to know that up on this end too, we're working with Nicollet County, and there's likely to be some turn lanes in there to make this safe for everyone, not only getting on and off Gardner Road, but also into the school building driveway or roadway there as well. So there's a lot of different moving parts, a lot of folks involved. I got to mention that working together is great, and it provides the most efficiency for you, I think, in just about every case. But I got to tell you, it's hard. It takes a lot more work than just making an arbitrary decision and doing it on your own. Working together, meeting everyone's rules, getting the right folks together in the right room, all takes time and energy. And so we continue to work on these, and we're excited about that. We think that's great. But you got to know it takes some more time and energy. So anyway, that's the Gardner Road. Now I got to show you this one. This is kind of sort of the latest and greatest. I'm going to switch it around just a little bit here. Let me make sure I've got it right. Well, let's turn it around this way. North is north. North is up here. And so I'm going to switch hands here. This is the Fort Road right here. And so we're, just to give you orientation, and Gardner Road would have been right here where I was showing it. Gardner Road would have been right here. And this gives you, this is not a final version, but this gives you kind of a rough idea of more as we evolve and we evolve and we evolve, what's going on with the site plan there. We're really excited about this. Great opportunity for recreation, and I know a lot of it is dominated by fields and parks and that kind of stuff, but there's a tremendous amount of space that's going to be set aside for what we would call that passive play area, that green space where there will be buildings and like shelter houses, and there'll be lots of trails and hills and knolls, and all those kind of things are all part of this plan as we get a little bit further along. So we're excited about that, to see that continue to go. So anyway, that was the discussion on the western edge. Well, we talked about utilities and a lot of other things, but I don't just have time to hit it all up here. We also talked about upcoming council tours, and I want to mention that during the summer season, the council goes on tour. It's not like the Stones going on tour or anything like that, but it's kind of fun to go out and see what's going on, and we are going to tour a couple of locations with partners of ours. And so one of the first partners that we're going to tour with is the Arts Center. The council is going to go to the Arts Center, and we do some cooperative efforts with them, and there's been a hope to see that expand. And so by getting together, talking, seeing what each has to offer, we're hoping to be able to expand some of that. And we're also going to the treaty site. Fantastic partners with them for a long period of time. They have lots of wonderful programming out there, and really a significant historic area within the state of Minnesota and the upper Midwest. We own a lot of that property on the parking lot and other things out there, so we're already partners, but it's great to have that discussion and talk about what we can do together, what we can do to help see the community go forward and provide services into the community. So we're excited. Also, we'll be touring some city facilities, City Hall and water treatment plants and all those kind of things. That's important for the council to get out there and see some of those as we move along as well. Now, to my second mission, let me talk a little bit about, well, since I was talking about treaty site, if you have not been out to the mountain biking or hiking trails that have been developed out there, check that out. I'm going to try and put a link in the hot sheet for next week so you can see some of that information, and we'll put some of that out. But I'm very excited about the stuff that those volunteers have done. We provide them a little assistance, but frankly, it's a little assistance. They've really done the hard work out there, and I see bikes, mountain bikes, and hikers, walkers out on those trails like crazy. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful area. And so if you haven't checked it out, it'll be a great chance over the next month or two, or certainly through the rest of the summer and fall, to check it out. Great area. What a wonderful amenity for our community. Appliance pickup is coming up. I think it's the 27th and 30th. There's information and has been information in the hot sheet. There was in your utility bill. Check that out. If you got a big refrigerator that you want to get rid of, if you've got a big couch that you want to get rid of, you got to sign up in advance. You got to pay in advance down here at City Hall. Contact us, but we'll be happy to help you. And it is so much easier than hauling that all the way to someplace on your own. All you got to do is get it out to your curb, and we have some folks that come around and pick it up for you. Also, I have to mention that we have a temporary laborer position that's open. So if you're someone that might be interested in working for the city of St. Peter over the summer months and getting paid a good wage and learning a tremendous amount of stuff about wastewater operations, this might be the right thing for you. So check that out on our website or in the hot sheet. And I also want to mention River's Edge. River's Edge has done a lot of really cool things. I just bumped into somebody the other day that had a knee replacement up there with our ortho partners. and they had a fantastic experience. But it's just not for those of you that are getting a knee replacement or some other replacement. We really have great urgent care facilities and clinic facilities. I got to mention those as well. So take advantage of that. Best care, exceptional care, close to home. That's what we do at River's Edge. I also have to mention the hot sheet. This is a picture of the hot sheet. You can get that on our website, or we're happy to email it for you. We put lots of great information in the hot sheet about things that are coming up in the city's action of the City Council. I write in there a little bit about some of the things that we're thinking about into the future and about why we've made decisions or how we've made decisions on some things. So hopefully you find that helpful as well. Now, with that, I'm just about done. Great graphics again. Here you go. There's where you can contact us. There's the email, website. We'd love it if you'd like us on Facebook, or give us a call. I'm always happy to come out and visit with your group or organization about stuff that's going on in St. Peter. So with that, I got to turn it off. Thanks again for clicking on State of the City. Hope you have a great rest of the week.